Good morning, students and staff. It's a fine day here at Dreyfus School of the Arts. I'm Adam Perez.
And I'm Leanne Desai. But before we start our show, I would like to acknowledge that today is National Suicide Prevention Day.
And we at DSOA today want to bring awareness to this issue by letting you know there are resources on campus to help you or anyone you know who is struggling.
Thank you, Adam. Now to that intro. Opening up our show is standardized testing updates. Yay! Today in the Media Center, ELA Fast Retakes are being held for 11th graders. Make sure you get a good rest and a good hearty breakfast before the exam.
Also, today Colgate University, as well as the University of Richmond, will be attending our school. If you are interested in either school, looking to broaden your horizons, or have any questions about colleges, make sure not to miss this opportunity. Here's to Javen Delva on more about these visits.
Dreyfus students gathered at the Media Center last week for the first of many college visits of the year. Let's see what they have to offer for the students.
The University of Miami stopped by at the Media Center to connect with the students and give them the ability to ask questions and find answers.
I think I learned a little more about the scholarship opportunities and sort of like financial aid stuff and how I, as a person who can't really afford like the full tuition, could probably, work my way around that.
I learned a lot more about like campus life and like what to expect when you're actually a student there, and kind of like some traditions that I thought was really cool that I didn't know about before.
Be sure to attend at least one of these to find information about your future college. I'm Jay Vendova. Now, back to the anchors.
Dreyfus, we just can't stop winning. Not sure what overcame us, but dang, we on our DJ Khaled stuff, we the best.
Wow, he is so cringy. Anyways, here's to James for this week's sports recap.
Good morning, Dreyfus. My name is James Griffin, here to bring you the best sports news since first take. The cross-country team had a meet on Saturday at South County Regional Park, and when I saw one of our own, Derek Herman, he said that his legs still hurt. Waking up at 5 a.m. to run is not ideal. Nonetheless, our Jaguars pushed through and gave the competition belt. Speaking of belt, our girls volleyball team is 4-0. Yes, undefeated. They also have a home game tomorrow against West Boca, so keep that win streak alive, Jaguars. Maybe there's something in the Florida water, because not only is Dreyfus winning, but in college football news, 3 of our Florida teams, FSU, Miami, and the Gators, are all ranked top 15. Well, that was until, of course, Florida lost. But hey, at least FSU is partying after that 77-3 blowout win. And more football news, Sunday was a big day for the NFL, with there being 14 games in one day, with 2 of our Florida teams rising up and the Dolphins quickly sinking again. It's disappointing to see our home teams lose, but luckily here at Dreyfus, our football team is still undefeated. Well, that's all the sports news for today, Dreyfus. Now back to the anchors.
So Adam, any updates on your fantasy football?
Well, A.J. Brown and T. Higgins didn't do too well, and Matthew Stewart had Lamar and Derrick Henry, so things aren't looking too hot for me.
Okay, well, shout out Matthew for winning, but who are you going against next week?
Colin Frost, and his team actually looks worse than mine, so hopefully I win.
Okay, well, in club news, there will be an NHS meeting today in Meyer Hall. New inductees, do not forget to attend and have your parental consent form signed to attend the meeting. Adam and I will make sure to attend our first meeting. In fact, last Friday after school, NHS welcomed their new inductees with their annual induction ceremony. Let's take a look.
This week, our school celebrated the National Honor Society induction ceremony, welcoming a new group of students into one of the most respected organizations on campus. The evening honored not only academic achievement, but also leadership, service, and character, the 4 pillars of NHS.
Well, it's an honor to be selected, and so students look forward to that invitation. And then what makes it special is really the 4 pillars of NHS, which include character, and integrity and community and service. So I think by living up to those pillars it makes it a very meaningful experience for the students.
The ceremony began with a performance by Dreyfus Band students. Then, opening remarks from Ms. Bennett, speeches from club sponsors Ms. Ratchford and Mr. Horniak, as well as all of the NHS officers on what NHS is and what it means to be a member.
Today we are asking you to step out of your comfort zone, put others' needs before you, offer guidance even when you are not asked, and to show the generosity in everything you do.
One of the most symbolic moments of the evening was the traditional candle lighting ceremony. Each flame represented one of the 4 pillars of NHS, passed from current members to the new inductees. One by one, inductees were called up onto stage to receive not only a certificate, but also recognition for their accomplishments.
Definitely like a good community experience. It's good to, meet people, meet new people, volunteer everywhere.
Yeah, leadership and community are things that you can use for the rest of your life.
For sure.
The night concluded with the reciting of the NHS pledge as each new member promised to uphold the values of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. The NHS induction marks a big milestone for these students as they take on new opportunities to lead and grow here at Dreyfus. Reporting for DSOA Today, I'm Ariana Draco.
Students, don't forget, today in Meyer Hall there will be a meeting for parents of all band majors. Make sure to hit up your folks line and remind them not to miss it.
Aspiring screenwriters, today is the last day to submit a 15-page script to the Film Association. Make sure to submit your script to see it come to life. Scan the QR code on screen to submit.
Seeds is accepting submissions for their fall issue online magazine. If you have any medium of art, whether it be a recording of a dance, concert, news story, animation, or anything else you're proud of, Seeds is happy to accept. I was on Seeds the previous school year, and I know how appreciative the staff is of any submissions. Also, it looks good on any resume to say you've been published in an award-winning magazine. Additionally, Snack Shack has been reopened. Here's to Jaya on more.
Since late August, our Snack Shack has been open. Let's take a look on why you should buy your snacks from here. Snack Shack sells chips, drinks, cookies, and sweets.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Dreyfus.
Wait, before I forget, is today 6th or 7th period? Hopefully I don't have a physics test I didn't study for.
Didn't you get a 41 on your last test? That wouldn't be good. But I do think it is 7th period, Adam.
Sorry, Miss Waugh, and thank you, Leanne. We'll see you at class changes and lunch.